Hey, welcome back to GG Worldwide. We're playing through Ratchet and Clank 2002, and we're on Blackwater City. Let's just keep on going with it. Let's get gaming. So, we gotta bribe the bouncer.
See how it works? You grease the hinges, the door opens.
Captain Qwark?
What's that?
It's Ratchet and Clank, Captain.
Oh,
You know, from the hub.
Oh, yes, I know who you are.
You do?
Yes, and thank the galaxy you found me.
Huh?
There's an awful plot being hatched to destroy our planets.
Ratchet, he knows.
Great. Does that mean we can go hoverboarding now?
My friend, we're all in grave danger, and I believe that together we can put a stop to this madness.
Together? You mean you want our help?
Look, Ratchet, I've been keeping an eye on you. I've never seen anyone with such raw talent. You are a true hero in the making.
Really? You mean I could be famous?
Oh, absolutely. Oh, here, take this. What makes one man toil in obscurity while another becomes a hero? Is it strength, compassion, determination, or just pure blind luck? Wise men through the ages have struggled with that very question, but Captain Qwark knows the secret. That's why he's been able to defeat more despots, rescue more damsels in distress, and save more civilizations than any other hero in the galaxy. Now is your opportunity to see if you've got the stuff heroes are made of. This infobot contains coordinates to Qwark's secret base. Can you quickly conquer Qwark's killer cannonade of confounded contraptions? Can you quickly quit? Oh, just make your way through the defenses to the center of the base. Prove yourself. Learn the secret, and earn your place in galactic history. Consult your doctor before attempting any strenuous exercise. Not responsible for death or dismemberment. Your results may vary. Meet me at my headquarters.
Hey, Captain Ratchet. What do you think?
We won't fail you, sir. We promise.
Alright, Planet Umbris. So, we're gonna go there next. There's nothing left for us to do here except the gold bolts, but not gonna worry about that. So Planet Umbris is one of the planets that didn't make it into the remake, so you're gonna get to see a totally new environment. It's no wonder it didn't make it into the remake. It's not that impressive of an area. It was very difficult to do without strafing, but we'll see what we can do. We got plenty of bolts. I'm not gonna buy the mine glove because it's I'm trying to think into the future here. Nah, I think we're good. My dog is looking at me like I'm crazy because I'm talking to no one right now, basically. Maybe she thinks I'm talking to her. Last time I talked about why I don't... Oh, there's gonna be another scene coming up, so just a moment.
Welcome to my challenge course. Now is your chance to prove yourself strong and brave, like me. Conquer it, and you'll join in my fight against evil.
Haven't we done enough already?
What? I can't hear you.
I said, haven't we done?
Sorry, still having trouble. Tell me later.
Later? We might be dead by then.
What?
All right, Clank, let's get going.
Yeah, so the voice acting in this game is actually incredible for the time. Like, there weren't a lot of voice acted games on the PS1 that I remember. I mean, they had voice acting, but it wasn't like emphasized for a lot of them. A lot of time it was studios that were contracting people in different countries, usually Japanese studios contracting American voice actors to do lines. And they didn't really direct the voice actors. They just kind of like told them, hey, here's the lines. Sometimes they didn't even give them context. They were just like, here are the lines, can you read them please? And then they got paid and everybody's happy, I guess. But it resulted in a lot of games that, well, I mean, if you want an example, you can look up, what was it? Sonic Adventure. Yeah. Sonic Adventure, very nostalgic game for a lot of people. I'm not gonna rag on it, but the voice acting was brutal, to say the least. Anyways, the voice acting in this game was locally directed, which is really the most important thing. It doesn't matter what company is making a game or where they are from. What matters is that they have some kind of direction on the site that knows what they're doing. Without direction, voice actors don't always really know how they're supposed to read a line. And, I mean, it's the difference between, what was that noise? Or, what was that noise? You know? It's like, one implies that there are several weird noises happening, and one of them is focused on one noise, and asking what was that singular noise. Stuff like that. Enunciation, the emotion of the moment. It all has to be directed, because if it's not, then you get lines that sound unnatural and sometimes just wrong. But I mean, you know, they did the best they could at the time. I'm not sure what Sega's presence was in other countries. Maybe they just didn't have anybody out here, and it was too expensive to contract people without having some kind of base of operation. But it worked out. Alright, anyways. So I'm not sure what Sega's presence was in America at the time, but when they had English voice actors being casted, they didn't really direct them. They just kind of sent the scripts their way, and they were like, hey, can you record yourself reading this? And that's what people did. And the result was, well, not good. The game itself is fun, albeit full of flaws. But the voice acting is just, there was no excuse for that. I mean, there was. There was an excuse for that. The excuse was that they probably didn't have any presence in the countries that they were contracting voice actors in. That can easily be resolved by just chipping in a little bit extra and paying for direction. I think. I'm not 100% sure how the industry works with these things. I am pretty bitter about the way that AAA studios tend to handle games. And that's why I've been kind of dialing it back and spending more time on older titles. Really, part of my goal with this whole project is to hopefully send my voice out there to let developers know that, you know, people aren't really satisfied with what they're putting out. And I mean, I go over it in my intro video, but there are a lot of products being put out that aren't finished or rely on extra purchases. Sometimes they're just not even complete. They hype it up and release it, and it's not nearly what the hype was making it out to be. And I mean, that's happened forever. We saw it as early as Sonic 06, and we still get it to this day. It probably happened even earlier than Sonic 06. I just, I'm not aware. But yeah, it was something. And I'm not sure how it's being managed now, the whole development process, but something feels like it's being missed. Let's just keep following. Anyways, oh, alright. I guess it was a checkpoint there. Let's go. So, it's no secret to anybody. A lot of games are being released before they are finished. And part of the reason for that is because updates are a thing. And, I mean, I feel like with the complexity of programming and how insanely complicated games are getting, from the engines that they're designed on to just the breadth of mechanics that people are trying to put in every game. It's pretty complex, and it's no surprise to me that a lot of things go wrong after production is finished. So, updates, I feel, should be a thing. And I mean, we got pretty lucky back in the day. Games would get developed in 1, 2, 3, 4 years. Everybody was patient. The game would get developed. It would get done right. And there would be extensive QA testing before the game was released. So when the game is released, you get a full, complete product. And in extreme cases, they'll release an updated version of the game once a critical error is found. They will make an updated version of the game, like a v1.0.1 or something, 1.2, and they'll release that. And I've only seen that happen in a couple of instances. But in general, games were finished before they were released. And the result was typically a very streamlined product that had a few glitches here and there, like the exploit that we're going to be using later on. But overall, a complete and very playable, very enjoyable product that you didn't have to wait for updates just to fix the issues that you're having. You would just exploit them. But yeah, not the case anymore. Updates are a good thing to some extent, but they are also being, in my mind, abused as an excuse for releasing a product before it's finished. And as a result, a lot of games are being released in their kind of alpha stage of development. Oh, I just wasted all my ammo, that's alright. Anyways, a lot of games are being released in kind of an alpha, beta, whatever stage of development. And then they're relying on us to be the QA testers. And then when we find all the bugs and we complain about it and we lose faith in their company, then they come back and they're like, oh, but we fixed everything, so you guys can play it now. To me, that doesn't feel right. That feels like we're paying to work for their development teams. And I mean, it makes sense to me that games are huge right now, so it's not easy to find all the bugs. But sometimes there are just bugs that are inexcusable, and it doesn't make any sense to me how those games exit development and none of them are around. It's like, there are some games that come out that you can kind of tell are somebody's passion, and for me, Battlefield 1 felt like that. And I was like, wow, they really nailed it with this game. This game feels good to play, looks good, sounds good, just everything about it was incredible. And then they came back and, I don't know, sorry, I'm wandering right now, what am I doing? They came back and they released Battlefield 5. Battlefield 5 was better than Battlefield 1942, but it had its issues. I was kind of surprised that they went back to that format. And then they released Battlefield 2042, and at that point I was just like, okay, they need to calm down. Battlefield 2042, infamously labeled as Battlefield 2077. Oh yeah, that's another one. Oh man, I love CD Projekt Red. It's my culture, you know. But I think they were a bit dirty. I think that game was never going to be finished until it was released. And then they would get all the feedback and fix everything that needed to be fixed. And right now, it's a very playable game. It's optimized, it's beautiful, to an extent. The cyberpunk future is not beautiful, it's very dystopian. But, yeah, fun game now. Great game now. And it was even fun after it came out, in my opinion. I enjoyed it. It wasn't perfect, but it was an enjoyable, unique experience. But the Witcher games were all developed by the same team, and they were all so much better than that, especially on release. Battlefield 1 in 2042. Battlefield 1 was great on release. There were some glitches here and there, but overall, very enjoyable, very unique experience of a war game. I mean, I had never played a game like that before. I don't know. Things have changed, and that's okay. The world is always changing. It's important to remember that as the world changes, so must we. But there are some things that I feel have changed for the worse, and it's up to us as people who are more or less partaking in certain things, like the gaming community. I don't want to call myself a gamer, but I have played games pretty much all my life, and I have noticed when things are wrong. And I find it my personal responsibility when I find that something doesn't look good to not buy into the hype and to not give them my money. And if everybody did that, I think they would take a lot less shortcuts, and we would end up with a lot less companies. I don't want to say any company specifically, but it's pretty obvious when you see it. Companies that put a lot more money into their corporate infrastructure than they do into producing a product that everybody can enjoy. Alright, here's a scene coming up.
Well, well, you two continue to surprise me. Step into the ring of heroes, and I will finally give you what you deserve.
Ratchet, this is no time for you to become cautious. We have reached our goal.
I don't know. There's something fishy going on here.
Listen to your little metal friend, Ratchet. Your destiny is mere steps away.
It's just something doesn't seem right.
This is it. Qwark is going to help us stop Chairman Drek.
Why, thank you, Clank. You've been most helpful.
Get off of me, you idiot!
I love it when a plan comes together.
What do you mean?
What do you think he means, genius? He's not gonna help us, he's gonna kill us!
You catch on quick. Although there is one problem with your hypothesis, I'm not going to kill you.
You're not?
No, he is.
Alright.
Why?
But why? It's really not that difficult to decipher. I'm the official spokesman for Drek's new planet. I can't have you two getting in the way of my comeback.
This isn't over, Qwark!
No, but it will be soon.
Whoa, that is a life bar. Alright. So... Oh, jeez. Nope, nope, that kills my boys. Alright. Oh, and he has range. Alright, so... I'm playing this with an Xbox controller. I have a little bit of a hard time pressing more than one button at a time sometimes. I forgot all about this guy and his powers. I think in the remake, this guy didn't come around until later. Oh yeah, that is what I'm supposed to do. Yeah, so that's how we beat this guy. So in the end, he has 6 little life bar segments, but we only have to do 3. So that's a bit of a relief. Oh, Jesus. Alright. Throw one of these guys. These guys. Blow them up, my dudes. Oh no. Wasted them. Get him. Get him. Slow boss fight. But I mean, they wanted this guy to seem big and lumbering and no brain about it. Alright, it's going a lot smoother than I thought it would. Yeah, you see we only have one bridge left, so we gotta lure him over here. Anyways, sorry for all the negativity. I'm trying not to complain too much in these videos. I want to make this an enjoyable experience. But in the end, because this is my passion project, I want to communicate. Whoa! Oh no, my ammo! I forgot he can do that, that's crazy. Yeah, anyways, that is a beefy amount of ammo. In the end, I want to be able to communicate why this project felt like it was necessary to start. Yeah, I'm just playing video games, and I'm commentating over them, and some is about the game, some is about me. But in the end, I just want to help share... Oh, damn, he dead. Alright, bye, dude. I want to share why I felt that this was necessary enough that I wanted to make... Oh, man. Why I felt this was necessary enough to make it a kind of a passion project. No! Platforming is not easy. Alright. But it's survivable. Oh, we don't have to fight it? Oh, okay. There's 2 life over there, but I might lose one just by going over there, so I'm gonna wait.
I wonder what that infobot is for.
Maybe it can replace you.
We're pinned down! We're pinned down! The ships are hammering our position from the air! That was a little too close! We need support! Now! Actually, I need support. My entire battalion went AWOL and left me to fight this war on my own. If the enemy doesn't kill those guys, I will. I'm not gonna last much longer. Requesting immediate assistance. Over and out.
Those are direct ships destroying that planet. We must help that commando.
Are you serious? That's it. I am out of here. Captain Qwark is gonna be sorry he messed with me.
This is not about Captain Qwark anymore. There are innocent lives being lost.
Yeah? Well, I'm done with this stupid hero stuff. I got my own agenda now.
Ratchet, this is not like you.
What do you know about me? You've spent this whole time looking for Qwark. You don't know anything about me.
I know that you will do the right thing.
Well, right now the thing I want to do is find Qwark. How do you start this stupid thing?
Have you forgotten? You need a robotic ignition system. I will start the ship if you agree to help that commando.
So, blackmail is it? Fine. Just shut up and start the ship.
Not really blackmail, but...
Back so soon?
Oh, you're talking to me.
I'm not in the habit of talking to myself, you buffoon. Did you get rid of them?
Yes. No. Well, I had this plan, and I thought...
You thought? You thought! I do the thinking around here, you slug-brained idiot. I simply needed you to eliminate those 2 nuisances before they could cause any real trouble.
But I wanted to...
Do you still want to be the highly paid spokesman for my planet?
Yeah?
Then the next time I send you to do a job, I want results! Now get out of my sight!
So yeah, quite a few things happening now. Oh, one more scene.
Add attention, you deserting maggots! The next time you soldiers try to go AWOL, I'll shoot you myself!
Look, I just want to...
Zip it, worm! You see those bombers? If you don't get to the turrets and knock those ships out of the sky, this whole planet's gonna be rubble! Meet me at the city entrance!
He needs our help.
Yeah? Why don't you go help him? Into another trap? Well, go on. Go fight some evil.
At least I'm not a coward.
Whatever. As soon as I find Qwark, I'm selling you for scrap.
So yeah, quite a few things happened here. Qwark is evil. Clank is sad. And Ratchet is angry on his villain arc now. Yeah. Quite a change in tone. And now we're helping the guy that sounds like an American soldier to save his planet because all of his bros deserted him. Yeah. Let's see, I think we have time... Nah, I'll just wrap up this video here. We'll get started on this planet in the next one. My dog wants to eat, so I'm gonna indulge her and save this for next time. Alright, thanks again for joining me. We'll continue on Battalion next time, and yeah, until then, have a great day. See you guys later. Bye.